sometimes ago, hello, hello everyone. So sometimes ago, there was this issue of Bobby or Robbie and Mayowa case and on Honest Punch podcast. So I watched the whole episode, and there are some silent key points I want to let everyone to know. We all have one or two things to learn from it, but one of the things I realized we need to learn from it is that uh, we we have to. If you have the Mayowa and the Robbie, I may be wrong, but from all what I heard from the podcast and judging based on that, it may be entirely wrong. But based on the data available to me, I am made to believe that both of them come from different background. And what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you look at what Bobby said, how the history, he said his grandmother name was used, like the airport in his hometown or something like that was named after his grandmother's name. So someone coming from that background, and the fact that he himself, he graduated as a radiologist, so he is, that the background he's coming from is an elite background, a well-read people, and someone that is being brought up with love. So that is why he fell in love, and he never believed he may look tough on the outside. If you look at him, he looks very tough, like an happening guy that knows about what is happening in the streets. But it's someone that is being brought up with love, that doesn't understand fully that the streets are red and the people, there is difference between acting tough and actually being tough. Is to me, his appearance looks very like someone that is tough, but on the street there are people that don't look tough, but in actual sense they are very red and they are very very tough. So they some people are born with survivor mentality. I'm not saying like Maiwa is born with like that, but based on what Bobby said and how he said Maiwa treated him, I want to believe that she had the drive to do anything to be successful in life and to achieve whatever she wants. But Maiwa, Bobby or Robbie himself, is someone I want to perceive as someone that does things to make people around him to be happy. So, based on what I was able to deduce from the podcast. I believe my Robbie is someone that believes if I'm in love with you, I will try as much as possible to do things that will make you happy, even if that actually doesn't make me happy. So he believes that okay, the fact that my wife is his wife does not make him to tie him down if my wife want to achieve things. And he believes that going out of sight does not mean going out of mind. That's why he was still believing in the marriage and every other things like that. But in all of these, I believe our own point we should the main point we should learn from this is that when you take care of your kids, the way you bring up your kids in a loving manner, in a very loving way, in a very loving family. Please and please don't let them just marry anyhow person. Vet the kind of person they want to marry. Because if you look at it, he said this lady has been married for like 3 times or something like that. So this is someone that has had enough experience. I'm not saying all divorced people are like that. No, they are not like that. There are some people that divorce based on maybe like they have issues in the past and they are very, very okay. It's very okay for people to live a marriage that is bad, yes. But you can know that this is the experience of Bobby or Robbie in terms of marital affairs. This is the experience of Mayowa in terms of marital affairs. So their level is very, very different. They are operating on different level. Even Robin may be, in terms of age, may be older than Mayowa, But that Mayowa is way, way ahead of him in terms of experience about life. So you cannot, someone is operating based on, I love you, we can make things work. Why someone is operating on, I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to do that. And, they are two different entities, like people with different personality, with different psychological, how will I put it, mindset. So I think they are not compatible. If you look at, if you ask me, that is my opinion. I may be wrong, but I think there are two different people that they are not compatible. And our as the roles as a parent is to ensure that you vet the kind of person your children bring at home to say, oh, this is my husband, this is my wife. Understand their mindset, understand where they are coming from. I'm not saying that you should not marry poor people. I'm not saying my wife is from a poor background. I'm not saying Robbie's parents or families are richer than Maiwa. But all I'm saying from that podcast, I'm made to believe that someone eventually, if you look at it, there's no gainsaying that. But Robbie, the upbringing of Robbie is far different from the upbringing of Maiwa. You understand? Because if you ask me, why do you leave your husband at home and in Nigeria, go to US, and probably you want to divorce you want to leave the marriage, you have the mindset that, okay, you don't want the marriage again. Yes, fine and good. It's not a big deal to leave a marriage, but you are in US. At the end of the day, you are still collecting money from this said husband of yours in Nigeria. As Robbie claimed, he said he used to send you naira, which I don't know if it is true or not, but if it is true, if you don't have interest in someone, why keep collecting money from the person? That is where I have issue. Like personally, I felt like, okay, if you don't have interest in this person again, just divorce the person. He may cry all he could. What you know is that you are not interested. I don't want you again in my life. Go your separate way. It's fine and good. He may just grieve or maybe like be in sad mood for like 3 weeks or a month. And he will know that he's not spending in vain emotionally, financially. But you are there in USA, and he said he kept on sending you money once in a while, and you keep collecting the money with the impression that you guys are still in good time, you're still husband and wife. But when you came back, when you came back to Nigeria and you couldn't even hug him or kiss him or something like that, there was nothing intimate about two of you when you came back from US. And all I know is that our parents, like as a parent, we should know the kind of person our kids bring home to marry. Seriously, like I can talk all day about all the lessons I've learned, but the summary of everything here is that as parents, know the kind of children your kids want to marry. Don't just say because they love them and just give them a yes. No, it doesn't work that way. Love is not enough to make marriage work. There are a lot of things involved in marriage that you have to look into. Please, 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 let's vet the kind of person they bring at home to marry. But these people are two different people entirely. They are operating on different worlds. Like their wavelength is different. So I think as a parent, we should vet the kind of person uh kids bring at home. They're operating on different modes, on different terrain, on different everything you can say. But all in all, I wish both of them best of luck. And I will advise, if you ask me, I will advise Mariwa not to push the case further, because I want to believe she has more to lose, whether what Rob is saying is true or not. I believe you're already there. You are now married to another person, as said. I don't know if it is true, but just let be, just keep quiet about it. Don't push any legal action or something like that. Let it be like that. And I wish Robbie good luck in life, and let everyone be happy. And it's enough. Thank you.